Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lake Mission Viejo in Mission Viejo, California for the 11th annual Miller Lite Midsummer Volleyball Classic. It is the finals, getting ready for the finals. It ought to be a great one. We've got Utterback and Jones taking on Garcia and Hollaway, and of all the players that have been in this event over the course of the last couple days, Dwayne Utterback will be the only one in the finals that have been to the finals before, and he's actually won it back in 1984. It's been a little bit of a drought for Dwayne Utterback, but he is back. And what do you think his chances are of coming back and winning this thing?
I tell you, Paul, the one he did win was what, back in
1984.
84, second year he played in this tournament, and it was with me. And Dwayne has the physical ability to do it, there's no doubt. I think the rest of it is up to his teammate. Dwayne is in excellent shape. He's been playing a lot more than probably most of the guys. The rest of it, I think it's going to come down to blocking. If Chad, his partner, let's make a quote of this here. Anybody want to check the scores here? If Chad can block, I'd say 7 balls for a point. Block it, stop it for a rally stopper. 7 balls. I think Dwayne and Chad will win. If Chad blocks less than 7 balls, I think Mr. Garcia, Mr. Hollaway will win, and that's my impression. I'm having to, if I have to guess a team right now, I'm guessing on Garcia and Hollaway. They look very strong. Both look very strong. Dwayne and he have been on a roll, but I just don't know if they've been tested as well. I don't know. They've clobbered a few teams.
It should be a great final.
Yeah,
either way down.
It's going to be a great final, but sometimes to win easy is bad because you get overconfident, and when it comes down to pressure, you're not used to it. You know, as a team, you're not used to it. And I know Aaron and Hollaway have been in a few tight ones.
Well, Aaron Garcia and Hollaway have now walked onto the court, getting ready to start this. I want to take this time real quick and thank the scaffolding people over at GKN Rentals on Geronimo and Alicia in Mission Viejo. Their phone number is 951-5666. Say hello to Richard down there. They have all your rental needs from forklifts to drill bits, and they're open 6 days a week. And call them for their hours in case you need a tool sometime and you need to go down there and rent one. When we come back, we're going to step aside right now, but when we come back, we will have the finals of this event getting ready to begin from Lake Mission Viejo. From Physical and Injury Rehab, the Sports Medicine and Master's Center for the age group of 30 and over has come a long way.
Beginning as a rehab facility was initially done with the concept that we would use exercise equipment found in a local health club to rehabilitate people. And then at the end of that time, these people could then be referred back to their own local health clubs. What we eventually ran into was that the people liked the facility with the trained therapists so much, they preferred to stay here rather than go back to a local health club. So eventually, after being here for so many years, the opportunity arose for some space in this building, so we decided to expand and open it up as a health club as well as a rehabilitation center.
The Sports Medicine and Master's Center is conveniently located in Mission Viejo off of Crown Valley Parkway. For information on this excellent facility, please call 582-3320. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 11th Annual Miller Lite Midsummer Volleyball Classic. Getting ready to start as Aaron Garcia will serve it, and there he goes. Aaron Garcia and Dave Hollaway taking on Utterback and Chad Jones.
Could be a side out right here. Oh, no.
Garcia gets the first point of the game. Aaron Garcia and Dave Hollaway lead it 1-0. And again, only one player of these four have been here, and that's Dwayne Utterback.
The thing I don't understand is how did Dwayne and Chad get the good side and the serve? They had serve and side. I don't know how they did that.
Got a good coin toss.
No,
Chad Jones.
Evidently, these two over here didn't realize that they should have taken the good side. They didn't realize there was a good side or a bad side in this win.
That's what I was going to ask you, a little while ago, if they actually know there's a good side or a bad side. I'm sure that most players do.
That comes down to experience. I was telling you, the guys that have been there and done that. These two here are both young. They're physically unbelievable, but they gave them, obviously, side and serve. I don't understand it. There's one block, but it didn't count for points. So that doesn't count. There's another block, but it doesn't count.
And there you go. Side out goes back to Garcia and Hollaway.
Make a little note over there. I said, how many did I say? 7 blocks? You need 7 good blocks.
You're talking Chad Jones needs 7 good blocks, right?
Blocks for terminate the rally. If they block it and they cover it, doesn't count. Now, he hasn't had one yet. He got 2 blocks, but none of them were good. Let's see how good I am at predicting.
That serve is wide, so it'll be a side out. Again, the temperature in excess of 90 degrees. The people around the venue here definitely feel it, but they got their cold water and their umbrellas. They're enjoying it.
Back set dump attempt, but he was all over it.
And that hit is good for Jones, so side out again this time. Actually, you've got a point there, 1-1.
Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating. Aaron is a great hitter, and Hollaway went for it. That's a great idea, but if it doesn't work, you look like an idiot. And I know Aaron's a little upset with him, but he didn't yell at him at all. It's too early in the game to get mad at your partner. A little net serve there.
And
you saw Aaron just got a little smirk on his face, but he didn't say a word, which is good. You don't want to yell at your partner. He knows it was dumb. He's ready to go.
1-1. Garcia serving it. Serves it to Dwayne Utterback.
Here's that cut shot. Here's the cut shot. Deep.
Hits it long, and
Bad
Holloway
set.
did a good job of getting back.
Oh, he tooled him. He set him really tight to the net, and he knew Chad had his hands on it, and he ripped it right out of bounds. Great play by Holloway.
2-1. Garcia and Holloway get the point.
I call that a Stanley, where you tool them, where you use them. You know Stanley tools?
Yep, exactly.
I call it.
You can get those at GKN Rentals.
You got it, GKN Rentals.
And there's someplace else we want to plug here, a company that you're working for now since you came out and helped us out.
Well, I'm working with a new financial services company called the Tax and Financial Group. We're out of Irvine, and our number is 660-1900, extension 248, and you will get me directly. I work with business owners and try to point out some areas of opportunity where they could take some tax-free income into their own pockets or retirement, and also work with them on their life insurance needs. So
I want to congratulate you on that. You're getting ready to have a baby boy, and you did a career switch at what, 30 years old now?
30 years old, made a major career switch, and first year is always tough in that, but I'm ready to give it a shot. You know me, I'm ready to do it.
Well, Steve, talking about giving it a shot, it's getting off to a pretty good shot here. Score 3-1, Garcia and Holloway. They have the lead. We'll be back with more of this championship game in just a moment. Fashion doors and stylish windows, where beautiful homes begin. Family owned and operated, Fashion doors and stylish windows make sure customer service always comes first. All work is performed with personalized service paying attention to you and your needs. With special attention with regard to price and value, providing the highest quality products at the best prices available. Improve your home's outlook with new windows and doors. Adding or replacing windows and doors in your home can change a room's entire perspective. Fashion doors and stylish windows only use the highest quality hardware and accessories. Visit Fashion Doors and Stylish Windows at their showroom in Three Flags Center in Laguna Niguel off of Forbes Road. Or for the attention you and your home deserve, call for a free estimate or in-home consultation. Fashion Doors and Stylish Windows is the place where beautiful homes begin. Welcome back to the Game of the Week on a very sunny afternoon in the city of Mission Viejo at the lake. Here for the 11th annual Midsummer Classic. Aaron Garcia and Dave Holloway, they have the lead 4-1 right now over Dwayne Utterback and Chad Jones. And of course, Aaron Garcia and Dave Holloway just got finished with their semifinal game. They had the momentum, and sometimes, Steve, when you play the first semifinal game, you win it and you get a chance to go relax. Sometimes you catch a snooze. Sometimes you talk with your friends. Sometimes it's too much time because you can't get that momentum and that rhythm going that you had coming off your win.
I agree with you 100%, Paul. Sometimes it's an advantage to be the one who just played. Sometimes it's a disadvantage. It's so hot out here, you would think it's a disadvantage, but it looks like Holloway and Garcia have come out ready to play, motivated, focused. Looks like they're ready to play. Looks like Dwayne and his partner have come out a little bit more tentative, and they are down 4-1 on the good side. They're down. So they lost 4 points on the good side. That's a bummer.
That was a good block by Jones. He had 2 of them there.
Nope, but none of those count as a block. See, they got to block it for a point to count. He still has not scored a point, and they're down 4-1. He did touch 2, but those don't count as far as blocked for a point or a side out. A rally killer, basically, is what we're looking for.
Garcia serves it wide to the left.
Nice eye by Dwayne to see it out. You understand what I'm saying? If he,
Exactly.
he blocks it in play and they cover it, does not count.
Okay.
He has to terminate a rally to consider it a block. Let's see how good my prediction was. Did you make your guess honestly? Who did you think before the game? I know we didn't ask you. Now that they have a lead, it is an advantage. What do you think?
You're going to probably shoot me. I was thinking Aaron Garcia and Dave Hollaway. Ever since I saw Aaron Garcia last year in the semifinals, I figured, hey, he gets back here a second time, he can win this thing because he's just such a great athlete.
No, I'm on the same wavelength as you. I think that they're going to win it. There it is.
Taking nothing away from.
That's the old husband. That's the husband and wife.
Yeah.
It's 5-1 now. You see Hollaway and Garcia 5-1 with the husband and wife curveball right up the middle.
They're taking a timeout to get their act together on the court side. Dwayne Utterback and Chad Jones, they're down 5-1. We'll be back with more after this.
What we have done now that we've opened the Master Center is we've completely upgraded and bought all new equipment. And the equipment that we have, much of it is made by people that have been doing research in this area for many, many years. And what it does is it allows an individual to isolate different muscle groups on different machines. Thereby we can isolate one or two muscle groups and specifically work that general area instead of working such large areas. So machines themselves, while they may not be the total answer, they certainly have changed the art of exercise and rehabilitation. We do not have the local bodybuilder in here. We do not have Miss America in here. We have the average individual that's here wanting to get in shape. We have people that are underweight, we have people that are overweight, we have every type, shape, and form. And once they come to see us and they look at the facility, they notice right away that they fit in nicely because this facility is geared and staffed to help the average individual and for them to feel comfortable here.
Score 5-1, make it 5-2 now as Jones just serves up the first ace.
Spader has your terminology.
Spader. That's right.
I like that terminology sheet. That was pretty cool.
Isn't that great? I'll keep that one for you.
Oh, definitely. The only one they didn't have on there was anything to do with the block. Nothing to do with blocking. Everything else they had down there pretty well pegged.
Garcia. Jones hits it over on the second hit.
He had to because there was a touch on the block. That's a Stanley right there. He used him.
And Steve, you were talking to me that you had a chat with Garcia in between the matches. What did you talk to him about?
Well, he just kind of came up to me and look. I did minor coaching with Aaron, not any extended coaching, but I like to think it's more psychology of coaching than anything. And
there's a block right there.
There you go. Nice block by Hollaway on Dwayne there. He jumped into his cross court. But Aaron I could just kind of see in his eyes he needed somebody to tell him a little something. All I told him, he just kind of looked at me and I just said, Aaron, just keep one thing in your head. No guts, no glory. And you can see Aaron's going for it here. He's going for it. He's taking it away. He's not making them, giving them the opportunity. He's trying to take it to him. So that's all I really told him.
He chose to hit that ball moments ago.
There's a point.
When it was going wide.
There's your first point by Chad Jones. That's a point. So there's one. Remember I said 7?
7 blocks. This is Steve Friedman's prediction. If Chad Jones gets 7 blocks in this game, he thinks that Jones and Utterback will win. If he doesn't get 7 blocks, he picks Garcia and Hollaway.
There's a block, but doesn't count.
It's hard to pick favorites in this game. I guess what you can say is they're all local favorites. I know that there's guys out there that want to beat each other pretty bad on this court, for bragging rights at Mission Viejo. But they're all great athletes. And what's good about these guys, they're going to go on and play other places too, especially Garcia and Hollaway and all 4 of these guys right here.
Yep, there's a nice jump serve there by Mr. Hollaway. Coming up for a nice set with Dwayne. Over the top. That's just Chad's sheer athletic ability. Aaron jumps high.
That was to say, he got up there high. Chad just
jumps a little higher. They both get up. They both could get over me. It's kind of a changing of a guard here. You see a little bit of young talent coming in, a little bit of the older talent, and you don't see Toby and I in there.
Yeah.
But Toby and I will be back. I will guarantee you next year you will see Toby or Steve in the finals. I don't care which.
There you go. That's a big prediction.
I'd like to hope it's me, though.
Yeah. Well, that way, you'll have to be down there instead of up here.
I've already had a talk with a couple of the young horses out here that are going to carry the old man into the finals. No, but you got to have the right combination of young and old, and that's why I like Dwayne and Chad here. Aaron and Hollaway are coming out here with not that much experience, but they're doing it to them here.
6'2" right now. Dwayne Utterback with a nice spike down on the left side of the court.
I don't like to see Aaron. Aaron looked very lethargic on that play. He could have had a shot at digging it. He didn't even move for it. That's scares
called
me.
Fatigue.
Yeah, that scares me. That my prediction, that's the thing that scares me about this. They got a big lead, and Aaron didn't even try. This is when you bury the hatchet. You know you got him on the ropes, bury him.
Dwayne serving it.
Nice pass by Aaron. Nice set. Down the line's wide open.
Whoa, how did he get that shot in?
I'm starting to think Aaron is having cramping problems. I hope he's not. I really, see how he's walking with his legs stiff?
Very stiff.
He's walking extremely stiff. I think he's having a cramp. If I were, yeah, he is. You see how he's stretching?
Yeah.
If the cameraman can keep a close eye on him, there's an ace serve by Hollaway.
Dwayne Utterback with a great get.
I don't think Hollaway and, yeah, no, he's cramping. He's cramping for sure. There's no question in my mind.
Dwayne Utterback again with a nice save.
If Hollaway can carry him out through this rally, Aaron is definitely cramping. He's got to do something. He's got to call a timeout and suck down a major amount of fluid.
Hollaway somehow comes up with that point. Give a lot of credit, though, to Dwayne Utterback for getting all over the court.
Okay, I don't know where the cameraman is. Keep an eye on Aaron with the ball in his hand right there. He just tossed to his partner. He is definitely cramping up. His muscles are starting to, it's not his fault. He's got to suck down some fluid, get some food in him right now. They should call a timeout. Even though they are scoring here, they got to do something about this.
Aaron Garcia is Dave Holloway's partner. Holloway just served it. Dwayne Utterback, he's looking to score, and he does. It gets a side out, so it's 7-2 right now.
Can you see that, Paul? I'm not being dramatic. This is honest to God truth. You can see in Aaron right now, he is definitely, I think it's his left leg more than anything. It's just fluids.
Well, you can see how sweat is just pouring off his body, and he's wearing black trunks,
his partner's aware of it. His partner's starting to cheat over and cover him. I still don't think Chad and Dwayne are aware of it yet. I don't think they can see it because they're too focused on themselves. But they did serve him, and they aced him. He's got to call a timeout. He has to call a timeout and get some fluid in him.
The score is 7-3. Garcia and Holloway, they're up, but Garcia seems to have some cramps. We'll be back with more right after this.
For the best seat in the house, call the Kind Tickets at 588-9100. The Kind Tickets is conveniently located just off the 5 freeway at 22821 Lake Forest Drive. Whether it's a concert or a sporting event, the Kind Tickets is ready to serve you.
Well, I'm in the commercial design business, and in my business we have to pay particular attention to detail. And so for me to come here, all the details are taken care of. I know I'm getting guaranteed front row, first 10 row seats. Dave and Matt both have really good advice for where to sit. I've found many of the theaters I've been to, they tell me the best seats, and they are. And I never have to worry. They give great service. It's hassle-free. It doesn't take very long. I don't have to wait in line. And they're very reliable. That's probably one of the best things and qualities about the Kind Tickets. I can trust them. And ever since I got my front row seats to see Garth Brooks, I've been a big fan, and I've been coming for about 3 years now.
Call the Kind Tickets today, 588-9100.
This summer, the best way to see TNT's favorite movies is with everyone's favorite celebrities.
Ta-da!
12 big movies, 12 big names, one brilliant TNT lineup. TNT's Our Favorite Movies Summer Edition 93. Thursdays and Sundays all summer long on TNT.
Your favorites are our favorites. This month on TNT and Dimension Cable.
There is no excuse! They're just kids!
You're a geek. Don't you just hate us?
They're 3 little grasshoppers. I want those kids.
Phase 2? Phase 2.
Out to even the score by displaying their mastery. Bomber of the martial arts. Say hello to 3 ninjas.
This month on Showtime and Dimension Cable.
The score is 7-2 in the finals. Chad Jones is serving right now.
Paul, I don't think they know about it. I really don't think they do. See, look at that. If they knew he had a cramp, he would have served it right at him, a free ball.
We're talking about, if you've just joined us or if you stepped away for a little while, Aaron Garcia, who's about to serve the ball right now, he has had cramps on his legs during different parts of his career, most notably in the CIF finals against Huntington Beach. He had to sit out the 5th and final game in which Capital Valley lost. But he is suffering from what we can tell is cramps. So we went to a timeout, and Aaron Garcia went over and got some Gatorade and got some other things pouring in his body to try to get rid of those cramps. And it looks like he's alleviated the problem for right now, Steve, but we'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a little bit of fluid in him. He needs to take a huge sip of fluid. See, look at that. He knows it's starting to get to him a little bit psychologically. He knows he's having a little trouble. He's going to start leaning on his partner more. If I were Dwayne, I would just get it in and to Aaron. I don't care how hard it is. He should. If he were smart and he picks up on that. Was that a block by, that's 2 blocks by him.
It's 7-4 right now.
There it is, a cut shot.
Aaron Garcia.
So now he's got 2 of the 7 that I said he needs. And realistically, if he can start getting on a roll on Aaron, poor Aaron would be at the mercy of him if he can get on a roll blocking as well as he can block.
7-4 the score is right now. Hollaway serving.
Hollaway knows he's got to come up with a great ace. Bad set by Dwayne. Here, let's see how Aaron's doing.
Hollaway
gets it on 2.
On the left-hand side, and he does.
Smart play.
A good move, Steve. You mentioned it on the second shot. And, Steve, for the first time today, I'm feeling what feels like a cool wind on my back.
A little breeze is picking
amazing.
up. You know the player who in the AVP who's come up with the same problem that Aaron has. Aaron should not worry. It's not really his fault. It's just a genetic thing. And Mr. Whitmarsh, Mike Whitmarsh on the AVP tour has the same problem. In the big games, especially near the end of the tournament, he comes up with cramps, and it's not a matter of having a problem. It's just kind of something he's got to overcome. He's got to overcome it somehow.
8-4 the score is. And moments from now, on our next time out, we'll step back down to courtside with Bobby Stout. She's gonna be talking to one of the players' dads, Toby Braun, who's got his father, actually. They'll be talking to Toby Braun's father. I've known Mr. Braun. I've met him about 16 years ago when I knew Toby back in high school, and he is a volleyball player. They're all volleyball players from up and down in their family, and our first time out, we'll go down and hear what it's like to be a father of a volleyball player. Holloway's going to go after it. Crashes into the Miller Lite sign. And behind that sign is a cooler, so he went crushing right into that. The score 8-4 right now. Garcia and Holloway, they have the lead, but Utterback.
Aaron made a great dig there, just standing there, and he stuck out one arm, dug it straight up. Dwayne, I think, knows now. He tried a deep floater right at Aaron, which shows to me that he does know about it, but he missed the serve. I mean, it was just long.
Side out goes to Garcia and Holloway. Holloway will serve it up.
I tell you, I think I've had a couple muscle cramps. There's nothing more painful than muscle cramps, and people who have never experienced one have no idea how painful they can be. And they are putting out so much fluid right now, sweating when they're playing. They gotta be drinking fluids. And I know I just saw Aaron putting down some Gatorade. I hope he put down a ton because it takes a while to take effect.
8-4. Side out goes back to Jones and Utterback. Jones decided to take off his hat.
You notice he served it right at? Did you see he served it right at Aaron? Oh,
nice cut shot backwards by Jones.
They're aware of it. He served it right to Aaron. Not a jump serve, an easy floater right at him. They know. There's no doubt in my mind they know Aaron's having some trouble.
8-5.
Normally he would jump serve a really hard serve right here. Look at him. He's just going to go, here you go, Aaron. Let's see how healthy you are here. Watch this. Right?
8-5.
Oh, my goodness.
Serves it wide.
Big mistake.
Actually, I thought Jones took his hat off. He's got a new fashion statement. He's got the visor on backwards.
Yeah, he's always in there. Big mistake, though. I mean, all you got to do is get it to Aaron right now. Make him work.
8-5. Garcia served it up. Utterback's got the whole court, and he doesn't. Just misses it. Did a great job of trying to find the line.
In Dwayne's defense, that set was way too far outside. Way too far. And Dwayne tried to hit the line. He's giving his partner a little bit of heat right now. He's telling him.
9-5. Holloway and Garcia have the lead.
Okay, here we go. Nice set by Dwayne. Net.
And at the net.
Yeah, I think.
So it's 10-5. And so they've got the lead. We'll go down to Bobby Stout and talk with Mr. Braun. Bobby Stout, courtside. advantage. Hollaway and Garcia.
Thanks, Paul. With me right now is Tom Braun. He's quite a figure here in volleyball. He's got quite a few sons that are involved in the volleyball here. You got Tyler, Tad, Toby, and Tom. Tell me about all those volleyball players.
They're excellent players, from the little one to the big one. Tobias has won this tournament here for
Toby.
That was Toby, just swooped through. Toby's won this tournament 4 times. Tyler's played in it 3 times. Tad's played in it once, and Tom's played in it once.
And we've seen a couple of them here just this weekend.
Yes, that's true. We have a volleyball club of our own called. That was Tyler, that jerk that just shot through here. We have a volleyball club of our own called La Familia. We play up and down the coast, San Diego, Mexico. We won some good-sized tournaments playing up and down the coast.
Well, I understand you've helped a lot of people get their starts in volleyball over the years.
Yeah, we taught Kurt Riedel, who's been in this tournament, Dave Sivak in this tournament. A lot of these guys were, I remember when they had diapers on. Yeah, I'm a little older than they are, except for this guy here who still wears diapers.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Tom, for talking with us. Now back to you, Paul.
Boy, those Brauns are quite comedians. You've got 3 different ones running through the camera shot. Mr. Braun, obviously, he loves volleyball. All his sons play it, and his sons wanted to get in the interview, so they ran back and forth. Right now, the score 10-5. I want to thank Bobby Stout for her hard work today. Bobby Stout has been working her tail off all week, and she wanted this assignment today. Doing a great job out there on a hot day. She probably would rather be in her bathing suit out there doing interviews.
Yep, there goes the dump attempt. Hollaway tried the dump, but he was all over it. Good night.
Jones, what a
Jones
big
is
smash.
all over it. You know, Hollaway understood his partner is having a little trouble. That wasn't that dumb of a play to try that. He had to do that. He wants to let Aaron conserve his strength, wait till he gets that fluid to kick in. I don't think that was that dumb. I mean, Jones is just a great athlete, and he dug it.
10-6. They got the point on that. Utterback serving. They're down by 4. The referee decides to hold off just for a second.
I mean, Aaron and Chad are on the great side right now. They can take advantage of this. They served Aaron easy. Trouble. Nice save by Hollaway.
And one thing, Steve, that we haven't mentioned, if you look where the shadows are on the court, they are falling behind the players, meaning that the people that are going to serve it right now, Hollaway and Garcia, they have their sun directly in their face.
Pretty much. Right now, the sun is starting to come into play. Right around sunset, it definitely becomes a factor. Hollaway knows he's got to go for it. He knows he's got to do a little extra something. That's a little tight set. Great hit by Chad. He knew it was going to be straight down. He got underneath there and took it right in the chest.
Chad's come up with some nice hits in the last couple moments, which have given them a point and a side out. The score is 10-6 right now.
If he serves Aaron easy here, I'll know he knows about it. That's a tough serve to Aaron, so I don't know. I definitely thought he knew about it. What was
Aaron
going on.
Garcia gets the side out. Nice angle shot. Chad Jones gets a little warning from the AVP referee because they want to make sure everything's clean out there. And hey, tell you what, everybody's guilty of it every now and then.
Nice set. Dwayne comes up with a cut. Aaron couldn't quite get
Garcia,
there.
you know now.
Oh, yeah.
They got to know,
they know
now.
They got to know.
The way he went after that ball.
Yeah, he was so tentative about that, he couldn't go.
And it looks like he has the cramps in his lower part of his calves.
It's hard to say. I tell you, it's just the people on the television, you're sitting at home in the comfort of your home. You have no idea the heat that is out there. Yeah, no jump. There's his 3rd block. So we're 3 blocks out of 7. I called 7. He wins the game.
10-7 the score.
I'm almost on track here. You can tell Aaron is a high jumper, and he had no jump there. He barely got out of the sand. He looked like me on that play.
Dwayne Utterback will serve it. They fought back. Now they're down by 3.
There, he's smart. Served it right to him, nice and easy. Aaron barely passed an easy serve, and he hit it out. See now,
that's
Aaron,
a winner right there.
Timeout. Smart play by Aaron.
The score 10-8. We'll stay right here with you. Maybe if our camera operator can single down and get a shot of Aaron Garcia and see what he's sucking up down there. I'm not sure if he's going to be. He's got some Gatorade. And Steve, you've got your headset on, and Aaron Garcia down there drinking some Gatorade.
Yeah, I think he's got to do something. He's got to put down some fluids, dramatic amount of fluids right now. A banana, something that's going to get into his system real quick. Some candy, something to get that cramp to go away. He doesn't know what he's doing. Right now, he's a little frustrated because I know he's been through this before. He's had that problem. He's got to get something to get into his system right now. I'm not a real calorie expert, or what do you call it, a nutritionist.
Right.
You tell me, Paul. You probably know. You're more into that than I am. What is something he can eat right now?
I think what you said, a banana, some water, maybe some fruit.
Yeah.
Oranges. I'm not sure. You know, I said oranges were really popular with soccer players, and I know what you're saying for him to have. And they sponsor this event, but I tell you what, Aaron Garcia fighting back. You see him limp back out on the court. And Steve, I know you want to say hello to somebody, so if you want, go ahead and take your headset off and tell that person what you want, and I'll control the action here for a moment as Utterback will serve it. They're on a roll right now, 10-8. Utterback and Jones are trying to fight back. And at the net, Jones with a nice back hit, and 10-9. We're 1 point shy of tying this game. And Steve Freeman, 10-9. What do you think?
Yeah, I hate to say I told you so. But what it was, the one thing I spoke about before this game started, I said cramps is something that Aaron has had a problem with. And I guarantee you, Aaron will overcome this. It's just a matter of learning his body. And Dwayne and his partner have definitely picked up on it, though.
And they're serving him.
Nice show just out.
And Garcia's just looking. You know what he's doing? It's kind of strange. It's 10-10 now as they're tied up. They're going to continue to serve Garcia because they know that he cannot jump and spike the ball.
Oh, you can't blame him. Volleyball is such. You see a weakness, you got to be, when you're a volleyball player, I like to think you're a shark. You smell blood in a certain aspect, you go after it. No matter what the problem is. If a guy can't pass, you work him. You smell that one weakness, you got to go after it. And Dwayne and his partner are doing exactly that. They realize exactly what the problem is, and they're doing that. Aaron, from what I understand, is putting some salt tablets down. That helps eliminate cramps, but I hate to say it, but it might be too late for him. He's got this situation going on that's happened for, it's taken a few hours to take effect. He needed to do something about this about an hour, 2 hours ago. It's going to take, how long, half an hour to hit the system?
Steve, I know that's something that's really important, and I'm always told when I go out and cover events, or if I go out and do something in the desert or whatever, they say the most important thing to do prior to the day prior to your event, whether it be out motorcycle riding in the desert, going to the beach, is you have to drink a lot the day before.
Oh, I agree. Alcohol is the worst. Alcohol, you really dehydrate yourself by drinking alcohol before a physical event. It's great after an event, but before a physical event, that's something that's going to dehydrate you. So you got to make sure you stay away from that. Stay with drink a lot of water and a lot of fluids and a lot of things that are going to stay with you. During an event, it's something that, you know, it's only a matter of an individual. You got to get something that's going to get into your system real quick. And sugar is about the only thing I could think of that's going to take effect quickly. So you see Hollaway was covering a lot of the court, suckering him to serve him, and he did. And he put it away. I got a funny feeling here. Aaron's going to come back from this.
Maybe what we can do is just for the heck of it, ask Bobby Stout to ask Phil Sarens what he thinks they should do, because he's been giving them massages throughout the course of the day. And Phil Sarens, who is he's a chiropractor, but they know a little bit about everything. The score 10-10.
Is Bobby around? Where is Bobby? Is she near Dr. Phil?
And they're out looking for Bobby, and Bobby will tell us what's up with that, as I almost just took a dive off the scaffolding.
I bet you he knows. He's been around enough athletes. He knows what's going on, and he might have a better word to say. You can see how much of the court Holloway's covering here, and they're serving at Holloway. I tell you, that is a definite no-no by these guys. They got a big scoring opportunity to miss 2 serves in a row. They got to hit Aaron. You can see the smile on Holloway's face. He knows they're screwing up. This is just giving Aaron more time to recover.
Score 10-10.
Aaron still might be able to overcome this. He's mentally tough. He's just got to overcome this.
And up there by Holloway.
Good night.
Crashes it down.
I called that one for you. I knew that was a good night. As soon as Aaron was setting the ball, I knew it was over. The ball was passed right to Aaron. I knew Aaron was going to set him up nice. This is good. It's coming down to the wire, Paul. This is a nail biter. This is a nail biter.
You have to win by 2. First one to 15 and who wins by first one to get to 15 by 2 wins the event.
I tell you, Paul, I've been out there on a few of these, but I don't know. You tell me. Have you ever seen a more controversial, not controversial, but close final?
This is a good event in the sense that Garcia and Holloway got out to a commanding lead, and then the elements of the day, of the weekend, have taken its effect on Garcia.
Good, Darren. Yes, nice comeback by Aaron.
And he smokes me right when I say that.
He looks stronger, though, Paul. As I thought, it has been 15 minutes since he started cramping? He's starting to drink a lot of fluids. He's starting to look better. They're up 11 to 10.
Garcia and Hollaway had the lead 11 to 10.
Oh, nice try by
He
Hollaway.
netted the serve, so it's no good.
I tell you, this is going to be a nail biter, Paul. I tell you, it's going to be a close final here. I couldn't predict it at this point. We've got 3 blocks. Is it 3? 3 blocks on my scale of 7, so he's a little shy of that, but
nice jump serve by
out
Chad Jones. It goes
just
a little too far. But he, like you said, he needs to do that. He needs to go for it.
Well, you know, in this situation, I wouldn't say he should go for it. I would just give it to Aaron, personally. That's under the circumstances. Aaron is having trouble. Go to him, not necessarily ace. Look at that.
Oh, what a shot by Jones. Surprises everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Count it. That's just the 4th time that he's done that shot in this final event.
Does that count as a block, Paul?
Jeez, I don't know. Boy, that's a nice shot.
That's as good as a block. That was a great play by Chad. Now look at how far Holloway's covering half the court, 3/4 of the court, and they still get it to Aaron. Dwayne with a nice serve. Let's see what Aaron can do here.
Garcia.
Tooled him. He tooled him.
He didn't get up, but he got the side out.
Aaron's feeling better. He's got a smile on his face. He's starting to talk a little trash. I can tell Aaron is feeling better. I think they might survive this cramp here. I've never seen Aaron play in a situation this crucial, but he looks like he's coming back from it. I think he realizes he can overcome this at this point.
Score 11 to 10. Bobby Stout has Phil Sarens down near the court. We'll go to Bobby as soon as we can to see what Phil thinks about the cramps and maybe if he has overcome the problem. Again, Aaron Garcia suffering cramps in his lower part of his body. And what that does, it kind of eliminates your sting, eliminates your jump, eliminates how you can even move. If you ever gotten a cramp when you swim out there in the pool or in the ocean, you know what he's going through.
Dwayne with a nice dig right back there. Aaron is definitely looking stronger by the minute, though.
Garcia
nice
with the winner, the score. And Bobby Stout, we'll take you and find out exactly what Aaron Garcia can do as we serve the ball. We'll listen to Bobby Stout and Phil Sarens. Bobby and Phil, you guys take it away when you get a chance.
With me again is Phil Sarens. Phil, I understand that you've been talking with Aaron Garcia during the finals. What's been going on?
Well, Aaron's having a little bit of problem with his legs, starting to cramp up. Right before the match, he was almost he was very sick to his stomach, let's say it like that. And as the game progresses right now, they're ahead 12-10. If they get through this very quickly, they'll be in good shape. Otherwise, I think Aaron's going to have more problems with his legs if it goes for a long haul here.
Is there anything he could have done beforehand to help prevent this, or did he do everything he could?
He did everything he could this weekend. He's really been doing a great job with hydration, the foods he's been eating, and the stretching. His biggest problem was actually before this tournament not doing enough stretching. He's a very tight person. He has very tight ligaments, so he needs to do a lot more stretching than the average athlete. And I think, like I mentioned earlier, once he goes to Stanford, I think he's going to learn that with the trainers there, and he'll turn that around for himself. And then he's going to be great. He's great now. He's going to really be great when he gets older.
All right, well, hopefully this match doesn't go too long for him. Now let's go back to Paul.
Aaron Garcia sucking down some Gatorade right there on the court side, and Bobby Stout with some great questions with Phil Sarens. And I think what he said, as you can see, it looks like he's taking some kind of salt tablets. And what he said to the effect is that he was having problems even before he stepped on the court in the finals today.
That, I didn't know about that. I didn't talk to Aaron about that, but I'll tell you, he's going to turn it into a fish. He's got so much salt in him. He's got, I saw him putting down some salt, Paul. I don't know if it's going to have some negative effects tonight, but he put down about 8 of those babies during the timeout. I know he realized that was the problem. They're in the driver's seat at 13-10, so it's up to them at this point what they're going to do from here.
Aaron Garcia serving at 13-10 against Utterback and Jones.
The only thing that I would say is a disadvantage is they're on the bad side right now. Okay, if they can carry a 13-12, 14-11 lead into the good side, block for the point. That makes it point game, Paul. It's going to be hard for Dwayne to overcome this at this point. Chad and Dwayne are looking good, though.
14-10, Garcia, fittingly so, will serve it for the match. Championship of the 11th annual Volleyball Classic here at Lake Mission Viejo. Jones, Garcia did not get all of it.
I don't like to say I told you, but how many blocks does Mr. Chad Jones have over there?
Chad Jones has 3 blocks.
Okay, and I said 7. And they are on the verge of going down here. Let's see what happens. You see, they're starting to carry their court here now. Aaron must be getting stronger. He told his partner to back off a little.
And mentally, he might be getting stronger as well. And he
Sitting
finds
there.
it inside
Yes.
the court. So
Aaron.
Hollaway will serve it for the match.
Aaron has overcome the cramp. It's beyond him. Now it's behind him. And no matter how long this game goes on, he looked like he was fine on that play.
And I think that Jones and Utterback know it as Hollaway serves it up for the match. He tried to go for the power serve.
Going for the glory, baby. Got to go for the glory. Now, but the only negative of that is look who's serving over there, and he's on the good side.
Jones.
He could roll up 2 or 3 points very easily here if he gets hot.
Chad Jones are down 14-10.
But he went for the no guts one. He didn't go for the hammer.
A nice shot by Hollaway.
In my opinion, Chad Jones had nothing to lose. Go for it. That was the one where I say, you go for it. If you miss it, no big deal. But you make it, you get an ace.
Again, Garcia will have an opportunity here to win the match on the championship serve.
Let's see what Dwayne comes up with here.
Dwayne
Nice
goes wide.
We
They had
have
a touch. So side out.
No argument by Hollaway. Great call by the referees. I love it when the referees make the right call because you can tell because the players don't argue it. These referees, you know the referees are doing a great job when they're not even a factor. And you don't see any arguing, so these refs are doing a great job.
14-10.
Beautiful dump. Beautiful dump by Holloway.
That's becoming more common here. Second shot.
That's, you know, I tell you, against Dwayne and Chad, that's the only thing you can do. You can't expect to blast through Holloway every time. You got, I'm sorry, Chad. You have to do it on 2 every once in a while.
14-10. Once again, the championship point right here, Lake Mission Viejo, on a beautiful afternoon.
I got a feeling about this one here.
Chad Jones, he's going to go courtside,
Good
smashes
night.
it down for the side out. The crowd starts to liven up here on championship point.
I'll tell you, to overcome this right now would be a feat of mental stability by these two over here because Aaron is now fine. Look, he's covering his half of the court. His partner knows he's fine. They serve him. Let's see what he does. Aaron has overcome this. Look at
Aaron
that.
Garcia.
He overcame the cramp, baby. He did it right.
There's not an ounce of fat on Aaron Garcia. He doesn't have much to burn.
I tell you, that's why I always, whenever it came down to the 5th game of a game, I was always fresh as a daisy. I think it's because I had that extra little
That's
layer.
right. That's right.
I had that layer. It never affected me.
Serving for the match, 14-10. Chad Jones, look for a big hit here. He dinks it over. Again, a side out.
He just gets up so high, and he can cut it down inside of anybody. He's unstoppable. I don't know why they don't serve Dwayne, though. I would not serve Chad right now. He's on a roll. Dwayne's been coming up with some great cut shots. I think they're getting a little bit frustrated because they don't know where Dwayne's going to hit it. They figure they'll try the big hitter. Sometimes you serve the big hitter because he's not ready.
Utterback serves it, trying to get a point.
Right to Aaron. Let's see what Aaron can do.
The block outside.
The old Stanley.
Garcia.
He's still got 3 blocks, baby.
Garcia and Hollaway again, Steve. Right here, they have a chance to win it. What do you think? Who are they serving it to?
Chad has been able to put the ball down like unstoppable, and they're almost digging Dwayne. Let's see what they do. They go to Chad. Chad keeps cutting it inside of the block and down.
He's got that side of the court.
Inside and down, right there, exactly. Aaron is way up. You see how high Aaron jumped? Aaron is back. He's back with a vengeance. He was way up high on that one. That was as high as I've seen Aaron jump all day. So you know the cramp is no longer a factor. Look at, he's covering his percentage of the court.
Aaron Garcia suffering cramps.
He overcame them,
Seems like he has overcome them. He'll get the shot here.
You know the nice thing about, he just hit it out. The nice thing about beach volleyball that I love is you don't have a coach to say, hey, you're not playing well, you're out. It's up to you. The score is now 11-14. They do have the lead, and they're going to the good side. But you don't have a coach that can say, hey, you're sucking. I'm going to take you out.
Game of the week, 14-11. We'll be back in 30 seconds to show the outcome of this event. We'll be back with more after this.
Utilizing a combination of proven chiropractic principles and the addition of flexibility exercises, we at Lakeway Chiropractic take pride in serving our senior citizens.
The machines can be used in both a passive and an active way. A lot of the problems that occur with seniors are just of a greater degree than with younger people. Muscles and joints respond very, very well to passive movement, and the chiropractic adjustment helps to realign the structures so that the area can heal as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Call Golf USA today at 831-1707.
It's been since 1984 that Dwayne Utterback has won here at Lake Mission Viejo. Right now, they are down 14-11. The team of Dwayne Utterback and Chad Jones taking on Aaron Garcia and Dave Hollaway. Right now, they have the point, they have the ball, and they're going to be serving it up to try to get within 2. And Chad Jones and Dwayne Utterback, they beat the winners of last year's event earlier in the bracket.
I tell you, they weren't tested until now. They've been tested, and they haven't had any competition. Chad and Dwayne were killing everybody. They've beaten teams as bad as I've seen anybody get beat out here. Dwayne off the block. This is the first time they've been tested. So, in a way, it's a disadvantage. You know, when you play a couple tight games, as Garcia and Holloway have, you're used to a little bit of competition. You know, you're ready for it.
14-12. Gets tighter. Chad Jones will serve it.
They're still serving Aaron, though. Let's see what Aaron does. Down the line, over the top. Ready? Blocked. Doesn't count as a point, though. Off,
outside,
out of bounds. Straight out.
Bounds. No touch.
Oh, my goodness.
This could be an argument here.
No argument.
He said he hit it off his forearm.
He didn't touch it. He's not arguing it.
Right.
It's a great call. Once again, the referee's doing a great job.
Here we go. Once again, Steve, Holloway serving for the match. Dave Holloway.
Let's see if he takes the no guts or the glory routine here. Let's see. What do you think?
They're going to take a quick timeout. Actually, it's going to be Aaron Garcia.
Aaron can't jump serve because his legs aren't all 100% there. He goes to a nice deep floater to Dwayne. Let's see what Dwayne can do. Nobody up. He goes to the cut. Aaron digs, and this could be the ball game, folks. Out. I don't know why he didn't set his partner on that one. I think he just...
Maybe he thought that maybe Garcia couldn't get to it.
See, this is where I say the mental end of volleyball is. I say at this level, everybody on this court is physically capable. This is why I say volleyball is 80% mental. Right here is where it comes down to mental, not physical. All these guys are physically capable. It's up to their head.
That's right.
What they think they can do and their partner can do.
14-12. Good point, Steve. And
out.
That is out.
Not a smart play. See, I think he still thinks his partner isn't capable, but see, he's telling him, hey, come on, set me, I'm fine.
14-13, Steve. Utterback.
If they can get to deuce here, they're going to be looking good, even though Aaron and Holloway have the good side.
Utterback serves it. Utterback and Jones
Aaron
have
needs a
fought back.
big kill right here.
Aaron looking for the side of the court. A nice bump up. They've got all of it in the back, and that's long.
Oh, my
We're
goodness.
tied at 14.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable, Steve. They come all the way back.
Okay, I already made my prediction who's going to win, but if Dwayne can get the lead or maintain a score enough to get to the good side, they still got a great shot of winning this game.
Dwayne has a heck of a lot of composure. He serves it right now. 14-14. You got to win by 2. Garcia with the big hit does not make it. So Utterback will be serving for the match.
That was the 4th block.
Utterback and Jones.
I tell you, poor Aaron here is it's a tough situation to be in, I'll tell you. He's going to have to take a big swing at it here, right here. Just go for it.
Garcia dinks it over, hits into the net. Utterback gets it up, and it gets on the other side of the net. Garcia gets to it. Holloway.
He got the line. Oh, my goodness. Great play by Dwayne out of the net. His partner puts it over. Somehow they got the ball over, and Holloway, it was a high pass, was smart enough to call Aaron off and say, let me take it. And Aaron set him beautifully, and he put it away. He's got to go for an ace here. He's got to get a point right here.
15-14.
He's going to the bad side after this point if he gets one. And he's got almost an ace here. He's in trouble.
Nice dig by
Okay, this
Jones.
is side out. It's going to be 15-all. I guarantee you here. Side out. Okay, going to the tied up 15-all. Switch sides, baby. I'd have to say this has got to be one of the best finals, folks.
This is definitely the best finals that I have ever seen at this Lake tournament in 11 years. Glad to bring it to you.
You can't beat this ball. I mean, this is what volleyball is all about. When it comes down to the wire, personally, are you familiar with the fast scoring system they come up with?
Yes, I am.
I'm not a fan of that. They do it for TV, but I think it destroys the element of this. This is when it's great. Right now, you and I are on the edge of your seat. The fans are sitting there on the edge of their seat. Everybody's into this because this could drag on for another 15 minutes. Seriously,
or another 2 days.
A fast scoring game. is when you serve, every serve, regardless of who wins the rally, there's a point scored by the winning team.
Exactly.
And it eliminates that factor. And I think this is volleyball. You know, and they did that because the 5th game of a volleyball match sometimes would run into the 3rd hour. Sometimes for TV, that's
too long.
That's a long time.
15-15. It's hard to capture people's attention, but right now we have captured your attention. 15-15.
A little blood on Holloway's knee there.
That's right.
A little blood.
Hey, I have to commend Chad Jones on the excellent save that he made, even though they didn't get the point. But what a great save!
What a final! I've been in a lot of finals. I don't know, Paul. You don't recall any of our finals ever being
you've
like
had
this?
some good finals, but I tell you what, this might take the cake.
Yeah, I don't think they went into overtime, dragged on. I'd have to say Dwayne and Chad are in the driver's seat, though. They're on the good side. Even though they got the serve, Dwayne and Chad are on the good side. That's a big, big, big factor in this game right now.
15-15.
I can't see that. Oh, nice
nice hit by Jones.
Nice play by Jones. This is a big serve. Who's serving here? Chad Jones is serving here.
Side out, 15-15.
I think Holloway's got to realize, see, Holloway's covering the court. He's cheating over it. I think he thinks his partner's weak. He's leaving himself vulnerable to the sharp cross court. And he serves it right at Chad. Smart play. Good night.
A big hit. 15-15. Bobby Stout on the sidelines. She's got a little comment that she's going to be talking about. We'll go to Bobby right after this as it's 15-15, and we'll keep our video on. We'll keep our video up here. Bobby Stout down there courtside.
I just had a chance to listen to the two teams as they were talking during the timeout. Both teams were awfully silent, but Chad Jones and Dwayne Utterback basically had to say, it's been a good game. Let's see the end.
Bobby Stout, and again, a lot of people know that this is a mental game, and they chose to be quiet over there on their court side as there we go.
Oh my goodness, Dwayne with a great serve right at Aaron. Makes Aaron deal it, and Chad Jones with a block. That's number 5 for Chad Jones.
16-15.
Getting close to my total, Paul.
And this is the first time that I have the opportunity to say this. Utterback again serving for the match.
That could be the ball game. Oh,
serves
nice
it to
pass.
Garcia. Garcia will have the last hit. He dinks it over and finds all kinds of room.
Beautiful set by Holloway. I can't tell you how hard that set was. Holloway had to put it right on the money, and Aaron had the whole court. Could have done anything he wanted to. They got to get this to 6-all here. They got to get it.
16-15.
Beautiful serve, a knuckler. Aaron
Garcia gets up. Utterback gets up.
Oh, 16-all.
16-16. And Steve, before this thing ends, a moment you've got to thank Daryl Utterback and Doug Hammond for doing a great job. But first of all, the thing that they did most importantly that has changed this entire event today was the getting of the referees. The AVP referees have made the difference in this year's event.
You know, I'd have to say I'd say that's 95% true. The referees have made the event a much more professional deal. But I will also say that Athletes in Motion coming here has made it a respectable event, and you're showing people the talent we have in our area, and you're also exposing some of the endorsers and people's. I think it's a kind of a community deal. You guys have brought a lot to it. I've been here since it started. You guys have brought a huge dimension to the game. I'm serious, Paul, and I'd like to thank you.
Well, thank you, and that's a good point. You got to mention Dimension Cable, Channel 3. And there you go, another cut shot by Dwayne Utterback.
I tell you, this is the best final I've ever seen. I will go down and say that. I don't think there's been any major OTs. Toby and I have run into a few. He's covering an awful lot of court here. He's giving himself way vulnerability over here. Aaron is looking fresh, though. I don't know why he's doing it. It's in. I don't know why he's taking quite that much court, because he's leaving himself wide open. I don't think Chad has enough control to cut that sharp, short cross court. Some of the veterans, like Toby, he could hit that spot
every time.
If Holloway gave him that, he'd hit it.
Yes.
He'd nail him. I don't think Chad's got quite that control yet. He's still young.
16-16, Steve. Aaron Garcia serves it to
Here's the cut.
Utterback.
Here's the cut. No! 7-6.
And Holloway says one more point, he said. 17-16, Garcia will serve it for the match.
We got a nail biter here, Paul. Okay, here we go. This is crucial. This is it right here.
The whistle blows. Garcia hits it to Jones. Jones has plenty of room.
Blocked. Ball game.
That's
my goodness!
Garcia and Hollaway.
Oh my goodness!
Come back after
Yes.
being tied and win the event.
You could tell, Aaron, this meant a lot to Aaron to overcome that cramp. You will see this guy in the future, Paul. He will see both of these two. But it meant a lot.
Congratulations to Aaron Garcia and Dave Hollaway, winners 18-16 in the 1993 championship. Chad Jones came up with 5 blocks, 2 shy of what Steve Friedman said. For Steve Friedman, for Bobby Stout, and for our director today, Todd Stars, I want to thank the entire crew and staff at Dimension Cable and also everybody that took part in this event. You guys did a great job. For Steve and everybody else today, thank you so much. I'm Paul Higgins saying good night. 18-16, the final score.
If the moment of glory